What if I told you there's a secret weapon for navigating the chaos of modern life? A way to stay calm, focused, and in control, no matter what gets thrown at you. It's not some new age trend or a complicated life hack. It's an ancient philosophy that's more relevant today than ever before: Stoicism. So, what exactly is Stoicism, and why should you care? Simply put, it's a practical philosophy for living a good life. It teaches you how to find peace and strength by focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you can't. Sounds simple, right? But the impact it can have on your life is profound. Let's talk about why you might choose to be stoic. Think about your daily life. You face challenges, big and small. A traffic jam makes you late for an important meeting. A coworker makes a snarky comment. A project you've worked hard on gets criticized. How do you usually react? If you're like most people, you might feel a surge of frustration, anger, or anxiety. Your heart rate goes up, your mind starts racing, and suddenly your whole day feels ruined. This is where Stoicism comes in. A stoic person doesn't suppress their emotions, but they don't let their emotions control them either. They acknowledge the feeling, whether it's anger or disappointment, but they choose not to act on it impulsively. They understand that their reaction is the one thing they have complete control over. Let's use a real-world example. Imagine you're at work and a colleague tries to provoke you with an inappropriate comment in front of others. Your immediate gut reaction might be to fire back, to defend yourself, to put them in their place. It feels satisfying in the moment, right? But what have you actually accomplished? You've allowed their negativity to dictate your actions. You've entered their game on their terms. If you were having a perfectly good day, you've just let their bad attitude hijack your mood. You've lost your inner peace. Now, let's look at this through a stoic lens. The stoic approach would be to recognize the comment for what it is: an external event. It's just words coming from another person. You can't control what they say or do, but you can control how you respond. Instead of reacting emotionally, you can choose to remain calm. You could ignore the comment, change the subject, or respond with a calm, neutral statement that doesn't escalate the situation. By doing this, you're not being weak, you're being incredibly strong. You're protecting your own peace of mind. You're staying aligned with your own values, not getting dragged down to someone else's level. Choosing to be stoic means you're prioritizing your inner serenity and self-control above everything else. It's about consciously deciding that your internal state is more important than any external circumstance. This isn't about being passive or letting people walk all over you. It's about being strategic. It's about conserving your energy for things that truly matter. One of the core principles of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. This is the idea that some things in life are within our control, and some things are not. Things within our control include our thoughts, our judgments, our choices, and our actions. Things outside our control include, well, pretty much everything else. Other people's opinions, the weather, the economy, getting sick, these are all external factors. The Stoics believe that we cause ourselves immense suffering by worrying about things we can't change. Think about how much time and energy you spend stressing over what someone else thinks of you, or replaying a past mistake in your head, or worrying about a future that hasn't happened yet. All of that is wasted energy. The Stoic practice is to shift your focus entirely to what you can control. You can't control the traffic, but you can control your attitude while you're stuck in it. You can listen to a podcast, practice some deep breathing, or just accept the situation without letting it ruin your day. You can't control whether you get a promotion, but you can control the quality of your work, your professionalism, and your attitude. By consistently applying this principle, you build resilience. Life will always have its ups and downs. There will be setbacks, disappointments, and moments of real hardship. Stoicism doesn't promise a life free from problems. What it offers is the inner strength to face those problems with courage and grace. It teaches you to be like a rock in the middle of a stormy sea. The waves crash against it, but the rock remains unmoved. So how do you start practicing this? It begins with awareness. Start paying attention to your reactions. When you feel a strong negative emotion rising up, pause. Take a breath. Ask yourself, is this event within my control? If the answer is no, then remind yourself that getting upset is not only useless but also harmful to your own well-being. Acknowledge the feeling, but then consciously choose a more rational, deliberate response. Let's take another example. Suppose you've been working on a personal project for months, and it doesn't turn out the way you hoped. The initial feeling might be crushing disappointment. You might think, I'm a failure. I wasted all that time. The Stoic approach is to reframe this. You can't control the outcome, but you can control your effort and what you learn from the experience. Instead of seeing it as a failure, you can see it as a valuable lesson. What went wrong? What can you do differently next time? You can control your commitment to trying again and improving. This reframing transforms a potential source of despair into an opportunity for growth. This mindset shift is incredibly empowering. When you stop tying your happiness to external outcomes and start finding it in your own virtuous actions and inner character, you become truly free. You are no longer a puppet of circumstance. You are the master of your own mind. Think about the great Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor. He was one of the most powerful men in the world, yet his personal writings, known as the Meditations, are filled with reminders to himself to stay humble, to act with virtue, and to accept what he couldn't change. If an emperor needed these daily reminders to stay grounded, it's a good sign that we all can benefit from them. He famously wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This is the essence of Stoicism. It's not about changing the world around you. It's about changing the way you see the world. It's about cultivating an inner fortress that no external event can breach. Let's be clear, this isn't easy. It takes practice. It takes daily effort. You will slip up. There will be days when you let your emotions get the best of you, but that's okay. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Every time you choose a calm response over an emotional reaction, you are strengthening your stoic muscle. Every time you focus on what you can control, you are taking back power over your own life. By choosing to be stoic, you are choosing to be deliberate. Your actions become a reflection of your values, not your fleeting emotions. You build deeper resilience, allowing you to bounce back from adversity stronger than before. You cultivate an unshakable inner peace that becomes your anchor in the storms of life. So, the next time you find yourself getting angry about something trivial, or anxious about the future, or upset by someone else's behavior, I want you to remember this. Take a moment, breathe. Ask yourself what a Stoic would do. Remind yourself to focus only on what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, your response. You might be surprised at how quickly the feeling of being overwhelmed starts to fade, replaced by a sense of calm, clarity, and control. This is the gift of Stoicism. It's a practical path to a more tranquil, resilient, and meaningful life. It's about choosing inner peace over inner turmoil, and strength over reactivity. And that is a choice worth making every single day. Thanks so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on philosophy for modern living. Let me know in the comments how you try to maintain your inner peace. See you in the next one.